My mic better be working this time. What's up, people? How y'all doing? Back up. How y'all doing, people? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show, calling it out. What's happening, everybody? We're looking good. We're looking hot. The mics are hot. I see it. I see the mic is hot. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling? It is Friday. And I told you I'll be back Friday and Wednesday. So we back in the house. Let me check and make sure that we are hot. And make sure that as far as the stream, I know the mic is hot. Make sure you guys can see. Okay. We got a couple people in the house. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Just letting people know that we're, coming back. We're live. Let's see. Let's see if I can get to us. Yeah. Man, I tell you, folks, it is, there we go. Tim Black Show. We are active. Okay. My thumbnail updated too. I got an updated thumbnail running. Okay, there you go. Okay. What's up, Buck Bewley? How you doing, fam? Thank you, Buck. What's up, Eric? How you doing, fam? Good to have you back here too. Thanks for tuning in, Buck. Thank you for carrying that wrench with you, keeping it in your back pocket, brother. What's up, Mike? What's going on, Johnson? Good to have you, Mike. Yeah, we settling back in. Kind of getting back into the groove of things. I want to do 9 o'clock. I was grinding like, man, what am I going to cover? It's like, damn, so I got some stuff, but that was the holdup. I was ready to go. I just had to keep on looking for content to make it worth your while. But what's going on, man? What is going on? It does feel like Freedom Friday. You know what I'm saying? It does feel like Freedom Friday, family. But I'm really good, man. I'm really feeling good to have my crew back in the house, man. Have people coming through after all this time. This hiatus. This it's good, man. It's a good thing. It's good to get the band back together, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So if you can share this out, let people know that you're watching the show. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the show. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a member already, become a member of the show. And we will get down to business. Let me do some more shout-outs, man. DC Precise. Salute, DC Precise. What's going on, fam? How you doing? DC Precise in the house. You gave someone a 24-hour timeout. I feel you, man. Hey, look, sometimes people earn it. Sometimes they earn it, man. They must have did something bad for Buck to do that. That ain't how Buck rolls. So, hey, it's what it is. My brother. Hey, look, it's crazy. I'm going to hold it. I got something to say at the beginning of the show. You guys going to trip on this. But we got to do it. We got to do it. Najee, you in the house? Najee, you in the house? So, yeah, I shared it on Twitter. I put this out on a tweet. I didn't put it on Facebook. I think I'm streaming on Facebook. Yo. Check my stream over here. We look like we're active there. Check what we got. Oh, man, I can just hit this button and see my chat. Okay. Tammy's in the house. What's up, Tammy? How you doing, Tammy? Dorsey's in the house. Thank you, Tammy, for tuning in. Thank you. I appreciate you. She says, I really like the work you do. Thank you so much. I don't even know if I can. Positive energy in the FBA. That's what's up, D? Welcome back, D. Good to have you back, my friend. Wow, guys. Wow. We doing it big. We making it happen. Now, don't forget, guys, I'm on all the social media sites, and I'm going to be pumping up the volume on all those sites. I got some tools that's going to help me get all my content out to all those sites so we can make some more noise. Because, like, Instagram, man, I never could get Instagram to work for me. But it turns out I just wouldn't put enough content out there. So I got to post like 3 times a day on Instagram. And I'm going to keep it real. I was only posting like once every few days. So that'll never get it done. So we're going to make some moves on Instagram. I'm there. It's Tim Black Show. I'm on TikTok, Tim Black Show. I'm on X, Real Tim Black. I'm on Facebook, Real Tim Black. And we're going to do it, man. I tell y'all, man. People, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, the best thing in the world is having good people around you. You know what I'm saying? Having good people around you is the best thing in the world. If you got good people around you, you're going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? If you got good people around you, you're going to be okay. That is where it's at, fam. That is where it's at. I don't care what nobody tells you. You hear what I'm saying? That's the thing, man. And because I'm going to get started with the show, man, because, like, I don't know what the number's going to look like, guys. It ain't even about that. It's about getting back in the groove, and hopefully the word will get out. Let the quality of the show speak for itself. So, I went live yesterday, and I was talking about O.J. Simpson. And I'm not going to say I was like, I left there a little bit of room, but I was pretty clear that I didn't give a damn about O.J. Simpson. And I was like, F O.J. Simpson. And I was like, if he didn't do it, he hired somebody to do it and whatever. And I was looking at that. And I got to say, man, at first I thought like, okay, I said what I said. I said what I said. And I'm a type of person, I really do not try to gauge my commentary based on what other people say. Or other commentators, right? I started noticing some other people had some different takes. Not in their actual commentary, but like on tweets. It's like, okay. Why are they kind of going another way with this? What people thinking that I'm not thinking is what I'm thinking, right? I'm like, okay, some people are looking at this differently. Then I think what first got me was a couple of people that were looking at it another way. At first I was kind of dismissive, like, maybe they just tripping. Maybe they just tripping. They're like, man, I got evidence that, OJ didn't do it, and OJ didn't do this and do that, OJ's innocent. I'm like, what? Innocent. That's a bold statement to make, right? So then, a couple people hit me up, comment sections. A couple people hit me up here and there. Even during my live stream, I had a couple folks hit me up like, Tim Black, man, come on now. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. It's like, I was like, wow, okay, some people really are feeling a certain kind of way about this OJ thing. And like I said, man, I understand it. We're used to getting railroaded by the system, and the system is so garbage, right? We got such a garbage legal system that, I kind of chalked it up to people feeling like, hey, this brother didn't get railroaded, that's a good thing. I kind of chalked it up to that. But check this out. I got to give a shout out to my man Najee. It's a brother, man, that's been calling into the show for years now, right? He was like real cool with this now. This is real cool how he did it. He hit me up on Twitter in a public tweet, and he said, yo, Tim, I know. He said, I know you didn't see this piece of content I'm about to give you a link to. He said, I know you didn't see this because if you watch this, you'd have a different opinion. If you get an opportunity, when you get time, take a look at it. Let me know what you think. You hear what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? He was like, once again, he was like, yo, Tim, I know you didn't see this piece of content covering this subject of O.J. Simpson. Because I know you. And if you had an opportunity to see this, it might change your mind. When you get a chance, take a look at this and let me know what you think. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So contrary to popular opinion, or contrary to my haters' opinions, right? I'm not an egomaniac. If someone says, Tim, man, I think you may have made a bad call on this one. I listen. In fact, when he said it like that, I was like, uh-oh, he knows something I don't know. Because I already know who he coming from. I already know what kind of brother that is. That's the type of brother that roots for me. That's the type of brother that respects me. And that brother knows I respect him. We respect one another. So if he's going to say this publicly to me, he ain't blowing smoke. He wasn't trying to shame me. He wasn't trying to call me a coon or a sellout. He's like, if my man Tim Black said this and I don't agree with it, given the brother that I know he is, because he's not out here trying to do agendas. He don't have an agenda to kind of shit on brothers. He don't have an agenda to try to get money off of throwing people under the bus that don't deserve it. Let me give him some information. He respected me. And I respected him back. And I left room. I left room in my head like, yo, if you give me better information or more information or new information, I will always consider it if I have time. Ain't no ego on that. There's no ego in this. Of course I want to do a good job, but I can always do a better job. So anyway, I want to shout out my brother Najee for dropping that link. Folks, the link, I'm actually going to have to put the link up here for everybody. Folks, fam, Johnsons, when I hit play on this piece of content, it's a podcast from 2020. When I hit play on this podcast, by the 3-minute mark, I was already, actually, by the 2-minute mark, I was already like this. Oh, man. Woo! Uh-oh. 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 Yo, already, the first 2 minutes. Okay, so the dimes that they were dropping, the knowledge that was being dropped in the first 2 minutes was already like, boom. Okay? First 2 minutes. Turns out it was a podcast, COWS podcast, and the interview was, it was a brother interviewing who does the podcast. I'm new to the podcast, right? Though I've seen the name before, I don't know the brother's name. It's a brother's black man's podcast. He was interviewing F. Lee Bailey, who was one of the defense attorneys of the O.J. Simpson trial, defense team. He was dropping fact after fact after fact after fact. I said, family, F. Lee Bailey, the lead defense attorney on the O.J. Simpson defense team, was dropping fact after fact after fact after fact. He was telling me things I'd never heard. He was talking about not just the glove don't fit, but about where one person could be, only a person could be one place at one time. So I'm like, damn. So a lot of things in this case just did not line up from a prosecution standpoint. From a prosecutor standpoint, a lot of stuff didn't line up. Once again, it was fact after fact. If there wasn't reasonable doubt after what I heard F. Lee Bailey point out, the fact that the glove had blood on it from the scene, but that the glove was found at OJ's house on his property, but the blood was still wet when they found it, and the condition of the blood when they found it on the glove was not in a natural state that blood would be, like the glove had to be put into something to protect it from the air in order for it to be in the condition that it was in when it was found. Someone had tampered with that glove. It had glove from a victim, but for the blood to be in the condition that the blood was in on the glove at that location away at O.J. Simpson's property, it would have went through certain changes, like it would have dried. It would have been in a certain condition. So for a long story short, there were things about the evidence that was presented that made it obvious that people were trying to frame O.J. If you find evidence and you turn it in and you're a cop and they say, did you plant the evidence, why would you plead the fifth? There was all these things I didn't know about. Now, I'm not trying to litigate the case. I'm not trying to take us back down that area. But there were enough facts that Mr. F. Lee Bailey presented that gave me doubt. I don't know what happened, but it leaves me with doubts. Location, time, defensive wounds on Ronald Goldman, the deceased, that he hit somebody. He was fighting somebody. And there not being those marks, it was a lot. It was enough of reasonable doubt for me. But that wasn't the only thing that got me. The other thing that got me was I was watching Mark Lamont Hill, and he had a guest on, Ala Renati. I know I'm butchering her name. She's a lawyer. She recently did I bigged her up, I shouted her out and retweeted her because she did an excellent job taking down Mayor Eric Adams, New York Mayor Eric Adams. And she was on Mark Lamont Hill's show because he came out strongly dumping on OJ. He called OJ a monster, say you don't mourn monsters. And he brought her on because he got a lot of pushback from the public, like I did. I didn't get as much as Mark Lamont Hill, I don't think. He got a lot of pushback, so he brought on a lawyer in order to tell him something he doesn't know. Like he said, he must be missing something if these many people are upset with him. And she said some things that made me think. She said, did you know O.J. Simpson's case as a defense attorney, because that's what she is. She says, I never try to determine guilt or innocence. I just look at the case for what the case is. Because you never really know who did what. And she cited cases in her own life where she thought her client was guilty. They turned out maybe they did it. In times, she thought her client was innocent. Or she thought the client was guilty, and turns out they were innocent. And that she learned not to try to judge guilt or innocence, just focus on the case. There were a number of things in the O.J. Simpson trial, a number of things in that case for why that case went the way it went. I think people need to recognize that it's not an open and shut situation. Then I was watching a podcast, doing my usual stuff. It was Cameron and Mace on the It Is What It Is podcast. And it turns out that O.J. Simpson had been coming on their show for like a year. And they were talking about O.J. as a human being. And that gave me some pause too. You know, I never want to say a person's, and then I also guys, so I'm really on this now. That's 3 different sources. Then the 4th source, Shannon Sharp was doing a show with Ocho Cinco Club. He was doing the night shift or something, night show they got. And Shannon Sharp was like fielding questions, and he was pissed off, man, because people were coming at him because he was going at Caitlyn Jenner because she was saying things about OJ. She put like a tweet, good riddance. And it was like, hold on now, hold on. OJ was found not guilty. Caitlyn Jenner was drunk and ran over somebody or caused an accident, allegedly. I don't know all the facts, but She was involved in an automobile accident where someone is deceased and she didn't go to jail. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, wow, you caused the death of someone in an automobile accident. You don't go to jail. We know you did that. O.J. Simpson is found not guilty because for whatever reason they could not convict him. And based on what I've been reading now, it sounds like to me there was reasonable doubt that racist ass cop Mark Furman looks like he planted evidence and almost basically admitted it because he didn't deny it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, what is this? So I say all that to say, folks, I don't know the guilt or innocence of O.J. Simpson, but I do know this. There's been a lot of railroading of our legal system onto black folks. There's been a lot of railroading of black folks by the legal system, period. That I know. And as Illuminati, I wish I could get her name right. I wish I could see it. Maybe I could say it right. As she put it, black folks are so tired of black folks being railroaded by the police. One of the biggest mistakes OJ may have made was that he thought he could be not guilty and that he could talk about it and those people would not come back after him. Because that second case that he actually went to jail for, those charges was bullshit. Those charges were straight up retaliatory because he got off on the first case. And if that doesn't show you how corrupt our system is, what does? There are people killed in this country every minute, every 5 minutes, I don't know. But for some reason, the O.J. Simpson case became a case that was major news. People just wanted to believe that this black guy killed 2 people by himself. Says a lot about our legal system. A lot about our preconceived notions. And there's still people that are saying, hey, they're citing evidence, hey, there was blood found. There was blood here, there was this there. At the end of the day, our legal system is so jacked up. And at the end of the day, our legal system eats people on a daily basis. They go to jail. They take plea bargains because they can't afford counsel. People get exonerated. The leading group of people that get exonerated 20, 30 years later, that's us. We got a crap legal system. We just do. All those things weighed on me. All those things, all those facts, all those sources, all those different opinions, looking back at them, and I'm like, wow, why was I so certain he did it the day before? I just had a preconceived notion based on the little bits of information. I didn't sit through the whole OJ trial. And even if I did, I would have got the spin from whatever news network that was showing it. I didn't know anything about some of the blood samples, the DNA that was found. Had different chemicals in it, like someone planted it. That's why it wasn't admissible. Most people don't know these things. Like all this stuff I was discovering. But I'm like, why did I feel that way? Well, I can tell you this. This is something that's not up for debate because this is about me. I said some things that I shouldn't have said. One was, I should not take it personal that OJ distanced himself from the black community. That don't have anything to do with his guilt or innocence. That's my feeling about black folks who do that. Black folks who get their money and then say, hey, I don't want to be black no more. I'm OJ. That's got nothing to do with me. And I should not have weighed that in my decision of how I felt about him, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with the case. Also, I don't feel good about how I was like, all these years, and I was real emphatic with it, all these years I had to hear white folks throwing OJ's case in my face. You know what? That ain't got nothing to do with OJ. It had to do with me. And they were going to throw him in my face or any other case when any other black man doesn't go to jail like they want him to. Every time somebody got off for killing a black person, when I complained about that. There are a certain group of people that were going to do that anyway. And that's got nothing to do with the innocence or guilt of O.J. Simpson. That has to do with them not getting their way. And I'm wrong for saying I'm tired of that, people throwing this in my face over Zimmerman or Trayvon Martin Zimmerman or Tamir Rice or John Crawford or Breonna Taylor or Mike Brown or so many other people. There's so many cases that I felt like the cops got off or what have you. And somebody would say in my comment section, yeah, like OJ got off. So like, my bad, guys, my bad. I think I spoke out of turn. I'm not gonna say it. Someone said, Tim Black, you gotta ride with the brothers, no matter. Nah, man, I gotta ride with my conscience. I gotta ride with what's right. And I just don't think I got that right. I think I didn't have enough information. I should have just not posted. Because I don't know. I don't know about guilt or innocence. I'm not convinced either way of guilt or innocence, but there's doubt. And if there's doubt, that means they're guilty. So anyway, I just want to put that out there, man, that there's a lot of information, a lot more information out there for anybody to go check out. The name of the podcast is the Cows Podcast, COWS. It's an interview of F. Lee Bailey, defense attorney for the Simpson case. And there's a lot of information there, fam. There have been people that have been playing too. See, the thing that bothers me is I know how this system works. At least I think I do. And I kind of disregarded what I know. It kind of went with what I felt because I didn't like the way OJ got down. And that's not logical. That's not the way I want to operate. I don't have to like the way you did certain things. Like the book, I would have done, this is what I would have done if I did it, or like I don't have to like that. That doesn't mean he murdered someone. Just because I don't like his humor or his spiting or his dig or whatever reason why he did that, just because I don't like that, that don't mean he's a killer. So anyway, it's not a flip-flop, it's a correction. We ain't flip-flopping, we are correcting ourselves. And when we make a statement that we don't feel good about later, or when we take a position we don't feel good about later, or one that we can't stand by, we man up. If you're a woman, you woman up. Whatever you are, stand on it. And when you find yourself in a position where you feel like you made a mistake, have the guts. If you're going to go public, you're going to be public. You're going to put it out publicly. I wasn't going to start the show like this. I asked Mrs. Black. Well, you ain't got to ask her. But I was just going to move on. I was just going to move on to the next thing. And I said, you know what, though? I can't do that. Because I don't feel good about what I put out. And if I do something, if I put out the wrong thing, well, damn it, I got to come back and speak to it. So that's it, guys. My bad. I have a change of opinion based on the new information that was provided for me. I'm not doing this to make people like me or feel better about me or nothing like that. I'm doing this to feel better about myself. I'm doing it because I feel it's the right thing to do. Whether you agree or disagree with me, that's how I feel about it. So, yeah. It is what it is. On to the next one. Give it up for my friend Najee and anybody else, the other folks who hit me up respectfully, who dropped some dimes, who dropped some information, who added to this conversation. I appreciate y'all. I will go to the comment section, but I want to let that go because I don't want to stay on it. Somebody could gaslight me and I'll be talking. I want to go to the next story. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Next thing, guys, check this out. Now, if you don't, I don't know if you know this or not, but I had Dr. Cornel West and Dr. Melina Abdullah on the show, and they announced, well, they had already announced, but they came here to also share with us, the VP pick for the Truth and Justice Party. So Dr. Cornel West chose a vice presidential running mate. I need people to understand something. Dr. Cornel West choosing a vice presidential running mate is a very important step. In fact, the majority of states, to be on the ballot, you must have a vice presidential candidate before you even apply to get on the ballot. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. In fact, if I wasn't me who do this job, I wouldn't know that. So there's been people in my comment section like Tim Black, oh my God, Cornel West isn't running a serious campaign, because they heard some other people say that. There are some people say that about him. So he probably won't be on no ballots. He ain't even got ballot access. What good is he? Every party that wants to get on the ballot, there are steps you have to go through. He's going through those steps. I know you want to say, because you heard someone say, or I know people were saying, he's not serious, this is a joke. If it was a joke, he wouldn't choose a VP. Because that's a step you must take, as I stated, more than half the states, to get on the ballot, you have to choose a vice presidential running mate first before you can apply to be on the ballot. Some states don't let you get on the ballot until a certain date. Dr. Cornel West is on more ballots than RFK Jr. I know that's crazy. There are some people I believe, and I hate to say this, man, but I got to tell you, man, some of you are suffering from some white supremacy stuff, man. You just think that RFK is more on top of what he's doing than Dr. West. I don't know what it is. Is it because his name is Kennedy? I don't know. Because Dr. West is on more ballots than RFK Jr., and you just assume it's the other way. I don't know why. Because someone said, I don't know. I don't know why you feel that way. It's very early in the process. Very early in the process. So I just want to update people, man. I had Dr. Cornel West on, Dr. Melina Abdullah. I asked her questions about Black Lives Matter. She was a co-founding member of Black Lives Matter. She is a director of Black Lives Matter Grassroots, which is a different organization than the Black Lives Matter Global Initiative, which controlled all the money. It's a different organization. And she didn't have any control over the money. She didn't buy the properties. That wasn't the part of the organization she works with. I saw that she was in a lawsuit with the Global Initiative, against the Global Initiative. The Grassroots organization sued Black Lives Matter Global Initiative. Once again, I'm getting a lot of comments from people. And I know this stuff because I have to know it because I looked it up because I interviewed her. But I can't fault you for not knowing, because I'm pretty sure if I wasn't me, I probably wouldn't know it either, because why would I look that stuff up? There's all types of stuff going on every day. Why would I need to know that? I just hear the name Black Lives Matter, and I will make assumptions. So it's my job to inform you, my job to let you know what's happening, my job to tell you what you don't know. That doesn't mean you don't have to scrutinize. That doesn't mean you can't have questions. That don't mean you even have to like her or even be interested in her being on this ticket. It doesn't mean that. It just means there goes the information. It just means that's what I know, and I'm giving that to you so that you know that, because I think it might make a difference, and you should know it. Particularly if you're going to be in my comment section or DMing me or emailing me telling me how wrong Cornel West is, Dr. West is. You should know that if you work at a company, I don't know where you work. Maybe you work at, let's say you work at Target. Let's say you work at Goodyear. I don't know. Let's say Goodyear does something at one of their plants you don't like. Is that something I'm going to hold against you? As a Goodyear person? I don't know. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe if you work in a different division than the Goodyear plant that did the thing, this Goodyear over here, it's not connected to that Goodyear over there. It's all how you look at it, okay? It's all how you look at it. Hell, I got people that are mad at Dr. Melina, because she be going after Black Lives Matter, the Global Initiative, on her podcast. And they was like, she unprofessional because she's as mad as you are about what Black Lives Matter Global Initiative did. I got people that don't like Dr. Melina because of that. So you can't please, nobody gonna please everybody. I got people that don't like her, not because she's with BLM, but because she criticized BLM, the Global Initiative. They call her a backstabber. And I got other people who don't like it because they see them all together. So this is what we go through. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I just think you need to have the information. And since I had Dr. West come on the show and I had Dr. Melina come on the show, I feel it's my job to give you the update. That's what I know. Now you know what I know. At the end of the day, we're running against Joe Biden. Genocide Joe is what the young folks call him. Some people say it don't matter that there's a genocide happening in another country, that we are funding. I tend to disagree with them. Maybe if we weren't funding it, it would be a little bit less of an emergency for us. But the fact that it probably would not be happening if we weren't paying for it, because we're paying for the bombs and providing the bombs. So yeah, that's a problem. I think it's some shit. But be that as it may, there is a presidential race coming up with Genocide Joe and Donald Trump. And my support is on Dr. Cornel West. And now it's also with Dr. Melina Abdullah. That being said, guys, I heard some people saying very loudly, stop caring about elections. Why you care about elections? And I get that, man. I totally get why they say that. I think it's almost, I do feel like some people are saying it because it's like, because our elections suck. It's so horrible that I get it. It's hard to do what I do and feel that way because I talk about politics. But it's just the truth, man. I'm a person first. I'm from a working class background, y'all. We got to pay the rent regardless. We got to try to make the mortgage regardless. We got to put food in the refrigerator regardless. We got to put a roof over head regardless. We got to try to make it work regardless to who is running and what's running. So I get that all day, man. I do. Donald Trump was in Atlanta. Donald Trump was in Atlanta, and he got a warm welcoming from the people in Atlanta. He got a warm welcoming at a campaign stop. I don't even think it was a campaign stop. He just poured into a Chick-Fil-A. And the love was flowing for Donald Trump. And there's some people that are pissed because people liked him at a Chick-fil-A. Man, you know, some guys, I'm going to run this tape and bring you up to speed on this. Let me do that. Let me just do that. Let's do that. Right. I'm talking too damn much. Let's go over here. It's called Trump
across the street. Donald Trump went to a Chick-fil-A yesterday and was talking with the workers, and it was such an organic moment because you had all these people that obviously knew that the president was there, but were Trump supporters as well, minorities. Watch.
Good-looking people.
Hold on, man. Did this black man just call black people minorities? Ugh. Jesus Christ, man. Aren't you supposed to be doing like they got you presenting because it's Trump. They want to show that the blacks are down with Trump, and you're supposed to help that with you being a black guy you're announcing this segment. Bruh, do yourself a favor, bruh. Don't call your people minorities. All right, don't do that. It just sounds like shit. You know, black people. See, if you black and you can't say black, there's a problem. There's a problem, bruh. If you're a black man and you can't say the word black, you got to use the word minorities, dog. You ain't riding. You ain't riding, bro. When a black man has to say, come on, guys. When a black man has to say, the minorities were there. Dog. Now, I'm going to hit play, guys. But since this is a Tim Black show, I had to stop him and say it. I could save it for later. Now I don't have to talk about it later. Let's go.
Supporters as well, minorities. Watch. Workers, and it was such an organic moment because you had all these people that obviously knew that the president was there, but were Trump supporters as well, minorities. Watch.
Good-looking people. Wow. That was worth it. And I love those, what you have there. Let me see. That's beautiful. Wow. It's art, right? How you doing? Everything okay? So can I have 30 milkshakes? And also some chicken. And we're going to take care of the customers. Is business good? You're making a lot of money? Everyone, you're getting rich, right? Thanks, man.
So he asked, are you a Republican? And she said yes. Had she said no, would he still have ordered the 30 milkshakes?
I think he was talking about, did one of the workers have a nose ring? And that's what he was saying. That's beautiful. It's art. And he pointed to his nose.
Right.
I love when Trump does this kind of stuff. It's so funny. And we've seen him do it before. Remember after his first court appearance, he went to that Cuban restaurant.
That's right.
Cuban food for everybody. Now it's Chick-fil-A and milkshakes for everybody.
So the second part of it I thought was really telling. Number one, unscripted. You have a very scripted press conference in the Rose Garden with the Chinese Prime Minister, and he has the questions, he's got the answers, he's scrambling to find out the order. Then you have another guy who walks into a fast food restaurant in downtown Atlanta and just says, let me order some of the food you have and let me just smile and find out what the people think. I don't know how this could go. If it went bad, there were plenty of cameras.
100%.
But not only did it go good dealing with the people behind the camera, I could see the raw feed. When he went up to Michaela Montgomery, he had another extemporaneous conversation right up as a positive.
So I don't care what the media tells you, Mr. Trump. We support you.
We love you.
Okay, 4 p.m. We've been 4 p.m.
Come here, let me give you a hug.
Please do. Thank you. Tell my mama
just to put it in perspective, Atlanta is the modern day Black Wall Street, where all black businesses flourish. This is a highly, probably about 70%, 67% of black folks that are there. So if you're a Democrat,
Okay. Okay. All right, so they do not like this. They do not like this. They do not like this. This is not good for Democrats. Democrats are pissed. Democrats are livid about this, man. See, this is what I don't like. Trump is a white guy. Biden is a white guy. I'm sorry, folks, but they're white guys. Both of them are white guys, right? Here's my thing. Why is it that if that sister, that black woman who was being nice to Trump, was being nice to Biden, nobody would say shit? But since she's being nice to Trump, they're calling her a coon, a mammy. They come up with all these names. Dog. Trump's a white guy, Biden's a white guy. Why is it that black people are only considered coons when they like Republicans? I got a problem with that. See, I don't. This is the house of both parties suck. I think both political parties are garbage. Both political parties rob and steal. Both political parties are in it for money and power. That's what both political parties are doing. There are differences within the parties, don't get it wrong, to certain degrees, but not enough for you to be like, this is the good party and this is the evil party. If you think either party is the good party and the evil party, you are tripping. Okay? If you think that you're missing something, fam, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Neither party is the good party. They're both the bad party. Okay? Donald Trump is good with people. Donald Trump is good with people. Most politicians are good with people. Biden's good with people too. He's just old as hell. Okay? There have been people I know, or people that I've interviewed that have told me that Joe Biden is good with people. That Joe Biden makes people feel good. People used to say that about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is good with people. That's what they used to say. Bill Clinton had the magic ability to make you feel special and important when he talked to you. The way he listened. It's famously reported that Bill Clinton was amazingly charismatic and very well, very seasoned whenever he talked to people. He just had this magical ability. I'm sure that a lot of people would say there's something about Obama, man. When you talk to Obama, if you ever have an opportunity to sit with him, you're going to see how smart he is, how bright he is, how charismatic he is, how funny he is, all these things. A lot of the most successful politicians know how to react with people. Why is it that they don't think that maybe, just maybe, Trump is good with people? He's been in the show business for 40 years, and you don't think he's good with people? You don't think he doesn't know how to schmooze with people, how to make people feel comfortable? No, you're a sellout if you like Trump. You're a sellout if you are nice to Trump. You're a sellout. You're a cornball. You're this, you're that. My problem, folks, is I don't like the one-sided nature of all these commentators, man. All these commentators are garbage, man, who are on this, you gotta like the Democrats, or if you don't like the Democrats, something wrong with you. Nah, my thing is if you like either party, you are tripping, you are ill-informed, you don't have the information, okay? Because if you knew how dirty the Democrats were, really, you wouldn't be like, ooh, the Democrats is a great party. I love them. That means you don't know enough. And if you're sitting around going, Republicans are for the people, you don't know anything either. You're just as delusional as the Democrats. Back to this about Trump, man. Now, Atlanta may be the hot spot as far as a city, but the top 5 states for business, black businesses, black entrepreneurs, Georgia's not it. So for all this talk people do, and I've heard a lot of talk over the years about Georgia's the Black Wall Street and Georgia, fam. Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, Louisiana, and Florida are the top 5 states for black entrepreneurs. That's just the numbers. Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, Louisiana, and Florida. Just thought I'd put that out there because I'm tired of people saying Georgia, 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 Atlanta, Atlanta, Atlanta. Nah, man, nah. Atlanta is a city. The state of Maryland produces more black entrepreneurs who are successful than Atlanta, Georgia does. Than Georgia. Than Georgia, the state of Georgia. Okay? Okay. Because Maryland's a state. Atlanta is a city. And Prince George's County, if I'm not mistaken, is still the #1 county. And that's where? In Prince George's, Maryland. So I just want to throw that out there because the commentator was like, he's in Black Wall Street, and Atlanta is this, and Atlanta is that. I just want to calm people down a little bit because of Yo, I know Killer Mike and T.I., in Atlanta. I know. Don't sleep on Maryland. Don't sleep on Delaware. Don't sleep on Virginia. Back to Trump. I guess it's so tiring, y'all. It really is, fam. It's tiring as hell. Whenever somebody says, hey, Trump is not Hitler, people say that's a Trump supporter. Just to say he's not Hitler, which is a disrespect to all the Jewish people who were killed by Hitler, because Trump has it. That's disrespectful as hell. Hearing a lot of them. That's how you know they're desperate. Why hasn't the ADL come out against people who are making that correlation? Why hasn't the ADL, because they complain about everything else, why haven't they complained about people saying that Trump is Hitler? No one complains about that for some reason. Got Genocide Joe and Hitler Trump. One of them is funding a genocide. And the Democrats are fine with it. But Trump's father had apartments back in the 80s, and they say he didn't let black people move into them. Hitler, you were funding the genocide, and your daddy had apartment buildings where he wasn't putting black tenants in those apartments. Same thing. And my thing is, there are Democrats who are not upset about the genocide part. Okay. Now we're going to move on to this part, man. This is something else. I did a video on it. I think I need to change the title on it because maybe the title, I didn't want to make it about this one particular sister. It's a problem. There's something very problematic that's happening, folks. There's something very problematic that's happening. Black people are being used, and they want to be used. Don't get it twisted. These black people that are being used, they want to be used. They're like that Bill Withers song, use me up. I forget how I go, but it's use me up. Keep on using me until you use me up. It's black people that's like that. Come on, Democratic Party. Use me up. Just use me up. Shout out to you, baby girl. Just use me up. I love you. It's black people that just want to be used by the Democrat Party. They enjoy being used because it means money for them. They enjoy being used by the Democratic Party. Case in point, Jennifer Lewis.
Across the street, Donald Trump went to Chick-Fil-A.
Dear God, what have we done? Oh, I'll tell you what we've done. We've spent time trying to decide what flavor ice cream we're going to get. Because there are 10,000 flavors.
Right.
We spend half our lives choosing, trying to make a choice on bullshit. What movie tonight? Let me sit here for a half hour. No bombs going off. and we do nothing. We sit on our couches. Oh, I don't believe in voting. You fucking idiot. If that man gets in, as soon as he takes the oath, he will have generals walk down the steps of the Capitol. He will take a hammer and break the glass where the Constitution is, and he will tear it up in our faces.
I gotta stop it right there, man. I gotta stop it right there. Who is she calling an effing idiot? I wonder if Jennifer Lewis is talking to white people. I'm just asking. Is Jennifer Lewis talking to white people on this black woman show, Zerlina the Sellout show? I wonder who she's talking to. I wonder if Jennifer Lewis is talking to Asians. I don't think she is, man. I don't think she's talking to Asians. I don't think she's talking to white folks. I don't think she's talking to Latinos. Nah, she's not. That's who she should be talking to. That's who she should be talking to, but I bet you she's not. You know how I know? Because she dropped an F-bomb. And Jennifer Lewis don't talk that way to white people. But Jennifer Lewis and Zelina Maxwell and all the field hands for the Democratic Party, they talk that way to black people. Particularly poor black people. Because those are the only people they could get away with talking that way too. Yes, I'm on that shit. Yes, I'm on that shit. You shouldn't talk to nobody that way, right? If you wouldn't talk to white people that way with money, if you wouldn't talk to white people who have money that way, if you wouldn't talk to black people who have money that way, because I know she wouldn't talk to rich black people that way either. Not rich ones. But she'll talk down to poor black people that way. She will talk down to poor black people that way. If you want to talk that way to other people, you should not talk that way to anybody. If you don't have the heart to talk to everyone like that, you should talk to no one like that. I'm tired of these Democrat coons, sellouts, pandering hookers. They're hookers, man. They're going for the, hey, look, sex workers, no disrespect, okay? No disrespect. But what they do is they give it up to the Democrats, and they ain't putting in a hard day's work. They throw us under the bus for the Democratic Party, and they talk down to us. I'm going to let her finish, but she's going to get this work.
You fucking idiot. If that man gets in, as soon as he takes the oath, he will have generals walk down the steps of the Capitol. He will take a hammer and break the glass where the Constitution is, and he will tear it up in our faces. And say, now, I'm the king of the fucking world. You will bow down, bitches. He will punish everybody that didn't vote for him. Let me tell y'all how I know this shit. I know it because I know what mental illness looks like.
I know you know what mental illness looks like because you are mentally ill, sister. And the fact that there are co-signing, like Rashad Ritchie. Rashad, what's up, bruh? Why, bruh? Why did I discover this shit show on your show? Mr. I'm the most watched progressive show in America. Yeah, it's because you sell out, man. You sell out. Corny. This is corny shit. Why are you going to sit there and let Jennifer Lewis shit all over black people like that? Why would you do something like that, bro? You an educated brother. Why would you do that? Oh, because you met her in person? Like I give a fuck you met her in person. Why you let this bat sit up there and disrespect black people like that over Joe Biden? Why? Donald Trump's going to wipe his ass with the Constitution. I don't know, did he wipe his ass with the Constitution the first time? Did he destroy America the first time? It's amazing because we're all still here. Is it that important for you to kiss the ass of the white Democratic Party, Jennifer Lewis and Rashad Ritchie, Dr. Rashad Ritchie? Huh? That you would allow this bullshit on your channel, that you would do this? Then you had this goofball, Jordan Mule, come over there and co-sign it. You guys are a joke. You are a joke. And you know what? I'm noticing the viewership's going down, brother. Because black people are waking up, and not because of your current videos, not because of your bullshit, not because of your ADL supporting bullshit, but because they are tired of the fucking Trump, shitting on Trump all the time, TYT station. Even Anna and Jank are smelling the coffee. People People have risen up, they're recognizing bullshit when they see it. But that is pathetic that you would co-sign this shit and then hide behind, I met Jennifer Lewis, she's a really nice person. And she's also bat crazy. She says it. She got all types of mental issues. So she says those horrible things, try to scare everyone into voting Democrat, and then runs behind she got mental illness. Yeah, we know you got a mental illness. It's called coonitis. Coonitis. It's called buckdietitis. Buckdancerosis. Buckadancerotorisis. It's the ability, the proclivity to buck dance for buttermilk biscuititis. That's what it is. It's called bidwincheritis. It's a bidwinch disease, a buckaritosis. That's what you got. You got white man ass kisserisseratus. Jennifer Lewis like she's some, and you're gonna put the black mother of Hollywood. What, this heifer that wrote a book about banging everything that moved for 40 years? That's your litmus test. Why come you couldn't pick like a Shirley Ralph or, I don't know, Alfred Woodard or, I don't know, name some people, shit. Name some people. Hell, this is not the standard test. Jennifer Lewis is not the benchmark of black womanhood in Hollywood or any other wood or any other hood, okay? She's a wingbat. And this right here looks horrible on your resume, sir. And I know you get a lot of views or you have got a lot of views in the past. This is bullshit, bruh. You should just skip this one. Just skip it and keep the credibility. Just skip it. Jesus Christ, man. Welcome to the bullpen to this bullshit. From the bullpen to this to the pig pen. From bullpen to pig. Pig pen. The bullpen to the pulpit to the bullpen or the pig pen. This is bullshit, fam. Cut it out. Respect your audience. Nobody that damn stupid. Oh my God, oh no, Trump is coming, oh no! You genocide Joe worshiping assholes. There are several policies that Donald Trump put into place that I don't like, but you know what happened when Biden came in? Nothing! He kept them in place. He kept them in place. You run it back to try to emulate Trump on the border after all that tough talk. Yeah, I noticed you guys are not calling out the shit that you were standing on. It's okay when a Democrat does it. It's because all y'all are all about money, and y'all are willing to throw black people under the bus to make a few extra bucks, to get a couple of buttermilk biscuits. Yeah? Jesus Christ. It's pathetic. Trying to scare everybody with this bullshit, man. Neither Joe Biden or Donald Trump are going to save you. Are going to save America. We need money out of politics, hey, everybody. We need money out of politics here. If you're not willing to make a radical choice like a Dr. Cornel West, there is no hope. Cancel hope, okay? That's the truth. If you're not willing to go with a candidate that's going to pull money out of our politics, that's going to end qualified immunity for these damn cops, that's going to pull us out of these interventionist wars, these regime change wars, unless you got a candidate that's willing to pack up the military-industrial complex, wants to change our footprint in the world, wants to eliminate corruption at every level in the system of white supremacy, unless you got a candidate that's willing to do that, we just trim it around the fucking edges. That's all you're willing to do, unless you got the guts to do that. Instead of telling me, oh, this guy's got no chance to win, help him win, help us build a third party so we got a shot. That's what you need to understand. Because neither one of these candidates, whether it's Trump or whether it's Biden, is going to make a radical change in the outcome of your life. So I do agree with brother like Killer Mike on that point, that, hey, he don't say that because he probably probably would not like to be R. Kelly'd or P. Diddy'd, okay? Because that's the type of shit to get you P. Diddy'd or Kanye'd, okay? Yay'd. But the reality is, if you ain't willing to challenge the status quo and make radical change, because the truth is this, man, here's the truth. MLK wouldn't have voted for either one of these motherfuckers, okay? Neither one of them deserve our vote. Neither one. Malcolm X would not have voted. You think Malcolm X would have voted for Trump? Get that shit. Get out of here. Get out of here. You think Fred Hampton would have voted for RFK Jr.? You ass kissers? We could have built something too. We could have built something. I'm seeing what's going on over there at the Demi Jor show. I'm seeing the white guys are pinch hitting. I don't see none of you ass kissers filling in. I'm seeing everybody's coming for all the people that stabbed Tim Black in the back. You didn't win anything. What did you win? You ruined our shot. Now we got to build all over again. Fucking idiots. You got nothing for selling out. Nothing. Some scraps. They got scraps. People sell out for scraps, y'all. That's the lesson for the day. Stop selling out for scraps. Stop. Dumb thought, I ain't black. I'm a friend of Jimmy George. I ain't black. And you found out I Candace Owens, you most certainly are black, sir. Ma'am, you are black. Sit your ass down. And here we go. Do better. I think that's all I got for tonight. Lord, I think that was enough. We are back, Johnson. We are back. The Tim Black Show is back, and we kicking ass. And that's why we're calling the new iteration Calling It Out with Tim Black, because that's what I do best. I'm really good at calling people out. I'm really good for calling it out. We're going to continue to call out the bullshit for what it is, folks. You're welcome. Welcome. Support independent media. We're building something real over here. Shout out to Eli. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to Buck Bewley, Sign of the Times, and all the people that keep us afloat. Go to jointimblack.com, become a member of the Tim Black Show. Okay? They done got me turned up. They done turned me up, Johnson. Why they want to turn me up like this? Truth is what we need, Danny Ferguson. Thank you, Katrina Watson. People trimming around the edges like they're doing something. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing. Up here fighting over who's going to kiss Trump's ass or kiss Biden's ass. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay? My name is Tim Black. Go to Real Tim Black. Go to jointimblack.com, become a member. And also, we'll be back Wednesdays and Fridays. We do Wednesdays and Fridays now, y'all. We are back in a big way. And look, And look, send your email. Send your email. Real talk though. Send your email to tim@timblacktv.com. We're going to expand this show, and we're going to keep going. We're going to do some exciting things. Exciting things in 2024, y'all. I see it already. Not for the, look, this is not for the scared. If you scared, say you scared. If you scared, say you scared. Say your punk ass at home. We didn't come here to play. We came here to tell the truth. And we're going to tell the truth, y'all. We're going to tell the truth here. Hit me up at tim@timblacktv.com. Shout out to Ron O. All right, shout out to Ron O. Shout out to those that support real shit. Touring. Good luck at our touring. Good luck at our crew. Thank y'all very much. Go to CornellWest2024.com. Support that campaign. Get behind something radical. Cut the shit. I love y'all. Like I always say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. Let me go see if I got anybody hit me up, man. All right. Buck's in the moderation. Katrina's in the house. Damon's in the house. DC Precise is in the house. Gira Brown's in the house. Nigel Green's in the house. Donald James is in the house. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the independent media. We are out. We are out of here, Johnson.